Good day, students all over the world. This is a very quick one. Let's look at preferred solution to this equation. Then afterwards, I will give explanations. Now this is certainly going to be the solution to the answer. Okay, now how was I able to get this answer? It is very, very simple. Let me explain my method of operation, how I simplify this to becoming this answer. Now it is very simple. Just remember that you have a law in indices that said x to the power of a, x to the power of b must be equals to x to the power of a plus b. Once you've noted that, then the next thing we need to understand is that that same law can be written to become x to the power of a plus, you can put your minus b here because you have this plus here. So plus as minus will be the same as what? X to the power of a minus b. And what will all this be? This will be the same as x to the power of a times x to the power of minus b. Everything here are all equal to themselves. I think I need to put it equal to here. Yeah, it's very important. So they are all equal to themselves. That's how we got all of that. So now let's move on to the next. So that was the system that was applied here. Since we have 2 raised to the power of 2x minus 4, I simply broke it down into 2. So we are now having 2 to the 2x times 2 to the negative 4. Just like we had x to the a times x to the negative b. Don't forget that. So that is how we got this. So everything there was simplified. The same also applies to the denominator, which is this. So that's how we simplify this denominator, which is 2 to the x minus 2. So we broke it down like this and we equated it to 4. So nothing has gone wrong. So what I did here was that I simply factorized 2 to the 2x, because you can see in the numerator we have 2 to the 2x here and we have 2 to the 2x here. So we have to factorize 2 to the 2x, which is 2 raised to the power of 2x. That's what I mean, 2 to the 2x. So when you bring it out, you are having left 1 plus 2 to the negative minus 4. So that's how this same thing, that's what we are having there. The same applies to the denominator, and we simplify that and we also got this. You can see. Now from here, what did I do? You can see. Remember the law of indices that said what? Whenever we talk about division, you can do what? You can just take your minus for the powers as far as the bases are the same. That's what I simply did here. You can see since we are having 2 as the constant base, also for the numerator and the denominator, you can see that's what I simplified here, and I got, instead of dividing, I just take my minus, which is a law, a very, very cogent law in what? In indices. So that's how I did that. You can see this one remains, then equals to 4. So how were we able to simplify from this place to this place? Yes, it's very simple. Now remember the law of indices that said that x to the power of minus a must be equals to what? 1 all over x raised to the power of a. That is one very cogent law of indices that you need to understand. So automatically that's what we did here. You can see that's the reason why we wrote what? 2 to the minus 4 to be equals to 1 over 2 raised to the power of 4. And also this other one, which is 2 to the minus 2, became 1 all over 2 raised to the power of 2. Yeah, that's the law of indices. So you can see this is 1 over 4 and this is 1 over 16, because 2 to the power of 4 is what? Is 16. Let's move on to the next. So that was how it was simplified. So 2 to the, this is 1 over 16 automatically. So 1 over 16 plus 1, you get 17 over 16. This is 1 over 4. 1 over 4 plus 1, you get 5 over what? Over 4. Now once you've done that, you perform the arithmetic, you can see this is pure fraction. So when you simplify this fraction, you can see there's a big division. So all you need to do is to put a division, do your normal arithmetic, then you take the reciprocal of the fraction in the right hand, the way we were taught in the primary school. Then you do that. You can see that 4 is here and 16 is here. So you simplify that. 4 here, 4 here, 4 here will become 1, and 4 into 16 will become 4. So 4 times 5, you get 20. That's how I got this 20. Then the 17, don't forget this 4 is already eliminated. It's 1 that will be left, because we simply divided or ran through 16 and 14 by 4. So you see, so here automatically becomes 1. So 17 times 1, you have 17 left. Your 2 to the x is still there. Your 4 remains the same. So automatically, what did I do from here? Now this is where the issue comes up. Very simple. What I simply did was that I multiplied, since I know we have 17 over 20 here. Some persons call it cross multiply, but what I just simply did was that I multiply both sides by the reciprocal of what? Of 17 over 20. What's the meaning of reciprocal? Because reciprocal is very simple to understand. Once you have 1 over 2, the reciprocal of 1 over 2 will be 2 over 1. What about 3 over 6? The reciprocal of 3 over 6 will be 6 over 3. That's just the way it works. So I multiply both sides by the reciprocal. So since we are having 17 over 20 here, the reciprocal will be what? 20 over 17. Multiplying that, you can see that they eliminate. 17 will cancel 17, 20 will cancel out 20. Don't forget, whatever happened to the left hand side must happen to the right hand side. So that's what I also did here. Because we are multiplying the left hand with 20 over 17, we also had to multiply the right hand with 20 over 17. And that is how we got this. So 4 times 20, you get 80. Don't forget, your 4 cannot multiply 17, can only multiply 20. You were taught that in our basic fraction in primary school. So once you simplify to that extent, so we finally came to this point. Now, what is this point? It's very, very simple to understand. What I simply did here was that, don't forget, since we are having 2 to the x equals to 80 over 17, what are we going to do? It is very, very simple. Remember the properties of log. Whenever you are taking log of any base to a power, you can rewrite it. And how are you going to rewrite it? Let's say, for example, you are taking log of 2 to the x. It can be rewritten to become x log 2. If you are taking log of 3 to the x, it can be rewritten to become what? X log 3. What about 2 to the 5? It will be rewritten to be what? 5 log 2. That is just the way the properties of logarithm applies here. So we see that's how we simplify this. So what did we need to do here? We finally divided both sides by what? By log of 2. And don't forget, you need to isolate x. So it's very simple. What we simply did here was that we had to isolate the value of x. And how are we going to isolate the value of x? We have to divide both sides by the log of 2. So doing that, log of 2 cancels out. We have just log of 2 left. So which means that log of 80 divided by 17 divided by log of 2. We're going to get this final answer at last. And how are you going to know that you are correct? Simply carry this value for x and plug it back into this equation, and make sure you are doing it very, very correct. You are finally going to get an answer 4. That is just how simple it is. If you are here to subscribe to this channel, do it to subscribe, like and share. Follow me on TikTok and on Instagram if you are yet to follow.